All right, so in this video, I'm going to cover an article that CNN put out recently in the last day or so. And it's talking about how Mike Johnson wants to postpone the voting for the House on releasing the Epstein files. I'm going to read the article for you guys, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. And I'm just going to tell you guys before I even start, because I already read it, or most of it. This is why I don't believe any of this nonsense, because these people are not about the truth, and they're not about transparency. They're not about anything but putting on a show. All this shit is fake. I just want you guys to understand that. None of this stuff is real. That's the whole reason why this channel exists. It's because I'm trying to expose the real truth. I'm trying to show you guys how much this world is bullshit. That's all there is to it. And this stuff, honestly, it pisses me off because the transparency of what's happening is seeing how fake it is. It's not them telling you the truth, because that's never going to happen. So if you're waiting for that kind of transparency, you'll be waiting for eternity. They're never going to tell you the real truth about anything. But you can see through them if you have eyes to see. And if you don't, then that's what I'm here for, right? I'm trying to show you guys what it is. So anyways, I'm going to read the article, and then we'll get on with it. So if you look on your screen, it says, Johnson shuts door on House vote before September on releasing Epstein files. Speaker Mike Johnson on Monday said he does not plan to allow votes on any measures related to the Jeffrey Epstein case in the House's final week in Washington before a weeks-long recess, despite intense pressure from some of his own GOP members to go on the record on the issue. So these are the people you guys supposedly voted for, right? You guys want these people in charge. You guys want these people telling you what to do. You have the MAGA fan base, or whatever you want to call these people, right? The Trump supporters. They are all up in arms about Trump not giving them more information on the Epstein case. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm going to keep talking about this shit until forever. I'm not going to stop talking about Trump. I'm not going to stop talking about the government. I'm not going to stop talking about politics. I'm not going to stop talking about the Epstein shit. None of this stuff until the real truth comes out. And if it never comes out, then I'm always going to keep talking about it. Let's just put it that way. And this isn't the only thing I'm going to talk about. This is just what I'm talking about now, because this is what everyone is focused on, right? So I'm trying to shed light on what's going on here. You guys need to understand, these people are not real people. Why are they pushing back this issue? And why is it taking them so long? All right, let's just assume they have the files, because they wouldn't be postponing a vote to release something they don't have, right? So we're going to assume that they have the files, which means they can just release the files. So why do they even need to vote when most people from all the polls, CNN and all these other news agencies and networks have done, right? Everyone's doing polls, and all the polls say most Americans are united in wanting to see the Epstein files, whatever there is to release. Trump supposedly already gave Pam Bondi the go-ahead to release whatever credible shit she has to release, right? And yet and still we're playing this fucking game of Mike Johnson says, oh, well, you know what? I've decided that we're going to wait until September. So sorry, guys, whoever's waiting for this. And you know why they're doing this? Let me explain why they're doing this shit, in case you guys don't get it. The ones that control the world are evil demons. They get pleasure from eating negative energy that is created through human strife and turmoil. And when humans are down and they feel sad and frustrated, any negative emotion that humans feel, these demons eat. So what is this situation creating? It's creating a lot of doubt, negativity, turmoil, basically everything that I just said, right? All the negative emotions that I just listed. That's what's being created by this situation, because people want to know the truth about Epstein. They want to know who he was working with, working for, who he was trafficking children to, all this shit, right? People want to know all the facts. And because they're not being given the truth, it's creating a lot of negative energy from the people that support Trump, right? Because they put all their faith and trust in Trump. And this is a big issue for not just the MAGA base, but for everybody, basically. Anybody that is a person, they all want to know what's going on. Everyone wants to know. They're like, what's the real truth about Epstein and what's being hidden? They're postponing this shit because it's creating more negative energy. And then you know what's going to happen? I'm going to predict the future here. When they finally do vote, if they even vote in September, they're probably going to vote not to release it. But let's say they do vote to release it. They're going to give you some bullshit. They're not going to give you the full truth or the real truth. They already lied to you. I just made a video talking about how they lied to you. I'm going to keep making videos about this shit. I'm going to keep exposing the lies. They already lied to you by releasing a fake video and not telling you or showing you the missing footage of what happened to Epstein and when he was killed or murdered or whatever. They're not showing you that. So, and that's just one thing the government has lied to you about, and that's recent. There are so many things the government has lied to you about. I'm going to make a whole video about that shit. Not just Trump lying, but the government in general. And all these people work for the government. You can't trust any of them. You can't trust really anybody in this world. You definitely cannot trust these politicians and these people in government. They built their whole entire existence on lies and controlling you. That's all they are about. Whatever it takes to control you, that's what they're going to do. So again, if you're going to wait for them to release anything on Epstein that's credible, that's actually the truth, they're never going to do it. So whatever they release, whatever they tell you, all the stuff that they're going to show, whatever they expose, it's going to be some bullshit. I still have to make videos talking about the Kennedy files, the MLK files, all these things, the JFK files that they supposedly exposed. And then I got to talk about how they were talking about the drones and telling you lies about that. There's so many lies that the government tells you. And you guys sit there, and there's no nice way of saying this, so I'm just going to say it the way that comes to my mind. You guys sit there with their dicks in your mouth, sucking them off, waiting for them to give you more. I'm not even going to say that. That's all that's happening. You guys are just sitting there pleasuring them. And they're going to keep on fucking you in the mouth. They're not going to give you anything. They're just going to enjoy that you're sucking them off. That's the nicest way I can put it. I can't say it any nicer than that because that's what's happening. You people are waiting for these people to do something for you while you're putting them on pedestals and putting them up like, oh, these people are so great. Trump is so great. This guy is so great. That guys, these motherfuckers are fake. I'm going to make a whole video talking about how Trump is all the shit that you guys think that he's done since he's been in office. Let me summarize the video here, and then I'm going to break it down in another video. The video I'm going to make is going to be this. Everything that he supposedly has done this term, and I'm only going to focus on this term for now, right? Since January, it's just reversing all the shit that Biden broke, right? So Biden did a bunch of bad shit, right? And now Trump comes in and he's fixing it, quote unquote. But here's the problem with that. Not only are they all in the government together, why did we have a government that was breaking shit to begin with? And now Trump is fixing all the shit that's been broken, but we're just going back to like square zero. We're going back to like how things were before. So it's not like he's improved anything. We're just going back to normal. So this is the problem that I have. I'm like, what is he doing? What's so great that he's doing? He's not doing anything. He's just playing his role, which his role is to pretend to be a good guy and fix all the things that the bad guy, aka Biden, did. That's all that this is. It's all fake. It's fake bullshit. And you all fall for it. And I'm telling you what's happening, and you guys can believe me or not. It's up to you. But I'm just going to tell you guys like this. I'm going to put out information. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to show you what I see. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to believe it or not. I'm not here to debate people or listen to people's opinions or what do you guys think about this? This is what's happening. I'm telling you what it is, okay? You do what you want with it. I would hope that you guys are going to see it my way and you would want change in the world. If you want real change in the world, then support me, because I'm actually going to try to do what you think these people are supposed to be doing. And again, anything that I say on this channel, you can verify that it's the truth. I'm not hiding anything. I'm very transparent with everything I say and do. I tell you guys straight up the truth about everything. I don't lie about anything. And if I make a mistake, I correct myself. These people will never do that shit. They're going to lie to you until they die or until you die. One of those two things is going to happen. Either you're going to die and they lied to you, or they're going to die lying. But they're never going to tell you the truth. They're definitely not going to say what I'm saying. That's not, you can forget that shit. But anyways, long story short, I'm not even going to read the rest of this shit because it's fucking garbage. You can go watch it or read it or whatever on CNN's website if you even care. But long story short, they don't want to tell you what's really happening. They're not going to tell you the real truth. They're just going to keep putting it off and putting it off. And then when they finally get around to it, and again, I must emphasize, the reason why they keep postponing it and putting it off is because it's causing a lot of negative energy to be manifested, which the demons, the real deep state, they eat that energy. That's the part that you guys are never going to hear or know about. And you're also not going to know who the real clients of Epstein were, which were demons, not even humans. These people that are, like Trump and Epstein in the picture and all of that, they're just front people. They're just humans that are being used as tools. That's it. All these people in government, all the people that you see, they're just being used. They're tools. They're not the real enemy. And I'm not saying they're good people either. They're obviously not good people. But they're just basically useful idiots. It's the nicest way to put it. They're being used against you. And the worst part is you think you're voting for these people and you have some kind of say in what's going on in the government. When in reality, you have no say, no control, and you're being manipulated. Bottom line. But anyways, it is what it is. I have way more videos and way more things I want to talk about. I'm going to try to cut the length of the videos down. I don't want to make like 20, 30-minute videos. I want to make like 10, 15-minute videos, maybe even shorter. And I'm going to make shorts and do all this other stuff. I got a lot of plans, a lot of things I want to do. But anyways, if you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.